that bad boy tuck. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought.
We've got our Chelsea back. What's poppin', people? Welcome back to the channel. Football Therapy with me, your host, Jan, and I do hope you're doing well, mate. If you're a Chelsea fan, there's a really good chance you are. Chelsea 3, Aston Villa 0. Chelsea now level on points, level on goal difference with second place with title challengers, Arsenal Football Club. You may go stick 5 past West Ham and think you're the best friggin' team in the league. Still exactly level with the Chelsea. Embryonic Chelsea. Teething issues Chelsea. Circus Chelsea. They just buy loads of players. They've hired a championship manager. They're a joke. They don't know what they're doing. Just breathe it in. It's lovely. Who knew Enzo Maresca was going to make me so happy? This was an excellent performance, guys. We're going to get into it today. And look, we're going to talk about the caveats or whatever, but this was superb. We play Southampton next. I know they're a little bit better form. You know, Arsenal have to play United. United a good result. Things can happen here. Ooh. Look, my expectations are Champions League qualification fight. And that is a huge success for me. If we win the Conference League and qualify for the Champions League, bang, bang, bang. New regime, new manager, new style of play. That's a huge ahead of schedule. If we get a top 3 finish, heck, if we finish second, people better put respect on everything Chelsea at the moment. The superstar Cole Palmer has found his way again in this game, but we've been functioning without him. It's just all lovely stuff, and we're going to get into it. We're going to look at some stats. We're going to do it all today. So I'll thank you for joining me. Please do show some sweet love. Drop a like on the video if you are a returning visitor or indeed a new and most welcome visitor. Make sure you're subscribed. Let's get into it. I'm jacked, bro. That last moment as well, where like Joao Felix or Nkunku could have scored, that would have put us like into second, like firmly above Arsenal. I've got the adrenaline, the endorphins running through me, the dopamine, all that good gear. So look, Aston Villa, caveat, they've been in a difficult run of form, but they're a ruddy good team, mate. They're a really good team. It wasn't long ago they were top of the Champions League, because that's a thing now. There's a table. So they are a good team. They've been in a bit of a funk, but with good players, the players available, like, it's a massive threat. And I said it, bro. I said, like, we're either going to be Charity FC and let them find their form again because they're a good team with a good manager, or we win. I didn't know how we're going to win, but we won convincingly. And there were some sensational performances in there, and some that may shock you. So let's have a look, shall we? Look. The attacking momentum meter here, as you can see on the left-hand side of the screen, is dominant to Chelsea with a few breaks to Aston Villa, 3 goals. Probably should have had more goals. Probably should have had 3 goals in the first half, and maybe, we could have scored 5, basically. It was such a dominant performance. Look, this Villa team's good, man. They've got Ollie Watkins, Morgan Rogers. Levi Colwill did a job on Morgan Rogers. Look how low that is. Jaden Philogene came in. The fans have been asking for that for a long time, although we did see the likes of Leon Bailey coming on. John McGinn, good player. Kamara, good player. Tielemans, good player. They've got a strong back four. Apparently their goalkeeper's just won best goalkeeper in the world award. He had a freaking howler here. We definitely should have got more change out of the couple of mistakes he made. Obviously he had to go off injured at half time. Luca Digne, good player. I was asking Chelsea to sign him a few years ago. Buendia, I forgot he was even there, bro. Buendia. Incredible, but like Buendia came on, Leon Bailey came on. Be real, we were all crapping ourselves when Ross Barkley came on, and that was 2-0 still. I was like, oh god. I've got this, John Duran. These are all good players, bro. So Chelsea lined up really, really interestingly, of course, and we saw this, and we were like, what? We've got a front four because we've got Jackson, Sancho, Palmer, and Neto, but we've got all 3 high-profile, expensive midfielders in Caicedo, Lavia, and Enzo Fernandez starting. And yes, it was what we assumed. Caicedo has played right back for Brighton a lot, but he was inverting into the midfield. Look at his heat map here. Starting here and here and just inverting into the midfield. So it becomes, as it were, where's my mouse gone? There it is. It becomes a sort of 3-2-2-4-ish. Basically Caicedo joins Lavia, Fernandez gets forward into that sort of left 8 pocket, and he played really well. Everyone played really well. We'll talk about player performances in just a moment. Let's look at the whole stats. And the first half, let's do it half by half like we'd like to do. As you can see here, the Premier League table, we are level on points. We are level on goal difference in second place with Arsenal. The first half, we only had 0.82 XG, scored 2 goals, but I felt like we should have had more the way the momentum was. Big chance beats, 9 shots to their 3, 2 goalkeeper saves to their 3, with a couple of corners to their 0. Second half, 0, so pretty similar on the XG, but we created a big chance. They didn't. We had more shots, a couple of saves. So, really, Chelsea... We were so dominant. Villa were worth nothing in this game. You can talk about that 0.76 XG in second half, but to be honest, the thing is with Chelsea, we're not perfect. We're far from perfect, and everyone's saying that, and that's why everyone, quite rightly, is saying we're not in a title race. I ain't going anywhere near that until March, and we're 10 points clear, mate. Do you know what I mean? So we're not in a title race. But we're good, and there's mistakes. There's mistakes from Sanchez. I'll talk about Sanchez. Don't worry, many of you will be thinking about it or talking about it amongst yourselves or wanting me to talk about it, because there was a big call for Jorgensen, of course. Between Sanchez and between the 2 very good defenders in Fofana and Colwell that have got huge high ceilings, but far from their potential yet and do make mistakes, both of them. And, just the fact how it's a new project, lacking cohesion, the youngest team in the Prem, yada, yada, yada. We always say it. It's not going to be perfect defensively, but to keep a 3-0 win clean sheet at home against Aston Villa is nothing short of superb, gang. So let's have a look at some timeline stuff here. We got the goals in the first half. Nico Jackson, lovely finish, good work in the 7th minute. He is on fire, and he probably should have had a couple goals at least in this game. Enzo Fernandez assist Cole Palmer. That is in the 36th minute. We're feeling good, and actually in that an extra 10 minutes to go with a 5-minute stoppage time as well. I'm thinking, let's get that third and go into half time. It felt like we were good value for it. There was wobbliness at the back. Martinez was making mistakes. He then got injured. Obviously, they switched the goalie at half time. But there was problems. There was problems in the back line. We were cooking. The combinational play was good. There was a lot of cutbacks, lots of through balls, and using real great width from the likes of Pedro Neto and Jadon Sancho, who I do want to talk about both respectively. Yeah, both players. And it was good. So we went in, I did a halftime live on my Instagram at Football Yannick. If you want to follow me on social media, that's where I'm active on Instagram if you fancy that. Yeah, man. And then, of course, second half, Wesley Fofana goes off injured. He steps on the ball. He was catching a little bit of heat on my Instagram live stream, but I felt like that was unfair. There's a few cards in this game. Philogene, Cash, Barkley came on. So like this sort of 4-minute period of Duran, Barkley and Bailey coming on, that's when I was like, okay. All right, with 2 goals to the good, there's plenty of time here. We're still a very young juvenile team that has the capacity to, not as much as perhaps under Pochettino, but you worry about capitulation, about just, crumbling. A little bit of worry there, but then we see Nkunku come on, Madueke come on, who got booked for diving. Philogene got booked. That was a dive as well, and it was a dive from Madueke. He shouldn't be doing that. And then Madueke, I didn't even think about the assist because it was such a wonder goal from Cole Palmer. He's so freaking good in these moments where he doesn't just take a shot. He doesn't just take a shot straight away. He takes a breath. He just looks around, and you think Palmer are outside the box, around the box, shoot. Why isn't he shooting? Because he's playing the percentages, mate. He's doing the numbers. He might not act like the sharpest knife in the drawer when you hear him talk in interviews, but this guy is a genius as a footballer. And he gets that ball from Madueke, curls it in, beautiful stuff. Forgot man Buendia. He was sick back in the day. Yeah, there you go. Madueke simulation. And then we see Gusto come on for Lavia. He's sort of playing in the pocket. Felix gets booked as well. And it's very, very close to a 4th goal because there's a lot of sort of, chances, good combinations, really great turn from Felix, and, Nkunku just gagging for Premier League goals. He's in goal scoring form out of the league, in Europe and in the Cups. He, of course, scored that important winner against a very good Bournemouth team, which is a high profile league moment for Nkunku, but you know, these players coming on, just that goal, that one goal between Felix, you know, Madueke, Nkunku makes the difference, will put us firmly into second for like 3 days until the next round is. But yeah, man, look, let's talk about the players then. So Rob Sanchez, good. We have to say it. Get out of the way because he deserves respect. Put it on his name. He did a good run out. He prevented 1.36 goals, made 3 saves. I mean, this is still a huge problem for him. Long balls, 3 out of 13 is just pretty disgraceful. But generally, he was good. He was good. And it's stuff like that. If he keeps doing that, then people will stop talking about, you know, put Jorgensen in sort of thing. Oh, that is good. Wesley Fofana caught some heat, but I thought he was good. He made a really excellent defensive clearance. He won the majority of his ground duels here. Only lost possession. Oh, you can't see it. Only lost possession twice. 96% passing accuracy. And actually, out of the two, he's the less passing one. He's the more carrying and aggressor. I thought he was very good. Colwill, I thought, was excellent as well. Only won 2 ground duels. So, again, he's not much of an aggressor compared to Fofana. That's why they are so good together. But there you go, 117 touches, 93% passing, lots of that. Again, poor long ball accuracy. But he made that excellent like block towards the end at the near post as well, just really, really good. Caicedo, a new sort of role, but just sort of dropping into right back, but still occupying the midfield in possession. Of course, we had the lion's share. Very, very strong game from Caicedo. 3 key passes from central defensive midfield / right back. That is very creative. No one could complete a long ball for their life in this game. But yeah, incredible game from Caicedo. I thought Cucurella was absolutely magnificent. Like, shouts for man of the match. The fans sang his name. He's just so smart, bro. The remontada for Cucurella is insane. And I'm not just talking about him winning the Euros at the expense of my country. Obviously, he was great in that. But it was towards the end of last season. He was inverting into midfield for Pochettino. People were talking about him positively. This season, bro, a game like this, he was incredible. He was, I think, I don't know if I give him enough credit, but he was incredible, bro. Look at his stats. He made 2 clearances, made 4 tackles. He was dribbled past only once. He won the majority of his ground duels, won all of his aerial duels, just the one. But lost possession 7 times, which is totally passable. 96% passing accuracy, which is so strong. 127 touches as well. This is La Masia football, guys. You know, there's this erratic nature or optics about Cucurella running everywhere. Do you know what I mean? But even though he sort of really intelligently, like sort of defends people, blocks them off, holds them off, just does little like sugar housing moments, he's still gonna have this elite passing accuracy and do the same. He blew. I thought he was just so friggin' good today, man. Massively deserves his flowers. Lavia looks like he was the weakest on these stats here, but he was fine. He lost possession 9 times, only 1 out of 7 ground duels. Yeah, not great from Lavia, probably our weakest performer, but did his job in what was a very, very dominant system, so you got to give him kudos for that. Enzo Fernandez, strong, got the goal, really, really important time to score as well. Still creative, 2 key passes, and again, no one can friggin' pass in this game. Maybe that's something to do with how Villa was set up. But yeah, won the majority of his ground duels, 2 out of 2 dribbles, which, you know, people don't necessarily think of Enzo Fernandez as this, like, you know, Mateo Kovacic midfielder that's going to dribble everywhere, so that's good. He did lose possession 16 times, but that's kind of the role he was playing in. I thought he was excellent, and that goal's so important. All right, let's talk about the attackers then, shall we? Who should we start with? Well, Cole Palmer, freaking amazing. You know, he might have been a bit quiet. He got a goal, he got an assist. The goal was 0.33, and he got a goal from that. It was a wonder goal. Yeah, the expected assist was 0.08. Only 40 touches, but still 90% passing accuracy. Still really, really... Oh, God, yeah. So, look, 2 key passes, great. Didn't miss a cross, great. Didn't miss a long ball. He's the only friggin' person in the team that could do that. 2 out of 2 ground duels. Only lost the ball 3 times. Magnificent. Cole Palmer, superstar. What a player. Jadon Sancho, I thought, was very good. Remember, he's coming back from injury. He got 2 assists in the midweek. Got the start here. 100%. passing accuracy. My guy did not give the ball away. Not good for ground duels and didn't win a dribble. Apparently he did give the ball away 4 times, but was still completed all his passes. Just looks dangerous, man. Again, on Sancho, he's just this different profile on the left. I've been saying it. I want Sancho as my starting left winger for Chelsea's first team. I want Neto as my starting right winger. Just what happened here, you know? Mudryk, promise in the future, doing well in the conference. Noni, very good. It's because believers. But for me, they are the starting top level wingers for me. Neto, again, played both sides, as you can see here on his heat map. Very, very good. Slightly less passing accuracy, but that's okay. Again, no one can complete crosses in this game, but it didn't seem to matter. Long ball's fine. Ground duel's good, 75%. Possession's fine. Yeah, he had a good game. He obviously is a bit of a utility man here, but he's got quality. Finally, our striker, Nico Jackson. He got a goal. He probably should have had 2 or 3. Let's just say 2. He had 2 shots on target. One of his touches betrayed him, but he's doing all the right things, Nico. He really does all the right things. He makes the right runs. He's intelligent. He knows who to come up against. Lost possession 10 times, which isn't too bad for a striker. Ground duel 7 out of 1. We were really not winning the battles here. But, you know, again, he scored that important goal. And then, you know, it's just so important. You score first, it completely changes the optics of the game. We have so much to thank Nico Jackson for in that sense. It's incredible stuff, really, guys. Joint second, absolutely good, you know. And again, like, I think Arsenal will probably beat Man United, but Man United just won 4-0 against Everton. I'm pleased we got a draw there. I know we should have probably got the Ten Hag 3 points, but we had to do the Ruud van Nistelrooy, do you know what I mean? So, Old Trafford, a point at Old Trafford might actually look quite good in the second half of the season if Amorim's serious. But if Arsenal, even if we can just get them to get a draw against Arsenal and we beat Southampton, which you'd back us to do, then it's looking good, man. I must say, I'm still expecting a part of the season when we go for a difficult patch. I just don't think it's realistic to assume otherwise. I think we'll go for a few games difficulty, maybe drop between, you know, 3rd and 6th maybe. I think there will be a time when we do that, but I feel like we will qualify for the Champions League, which is a huge success as far as I'm concerned. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. I'm freaking buzzing with this. I'm so thankful for the performance, the players, the manager, and right now the project, because it's looking pretty smart. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you back here soon, hopefully. Peace.